Hi, everyone. A couple of people are having a hard time seeing the comments that I made on their standards and objectives assignments that you've submitted. So I thought I'd make a quick video to show you. I think we talked about this a tiny bit in class last week, but excuse me, just to make sure that we're all on the same page and that you're able to see the comments and know how to accept changes and all that kind of stuff. So for almost all of you, I have given you feedback in Microsoft Word. So that's important to keep in mind. So you open up Microsoft Word. I'm using Lauren's example again, just because we've already seen it and it's something that we, have already talked about. So when you open up Microsoft Word, it's probably going to look something like this, right? So you're looking through and you're like, okay, Dr. Q said she made some changes. I'm not really seeing them. So if you look along the top here, there's a toolbar. So if you go to review, there's that. Sometimes, for whatever reason, comments don't show up. I really actually tried to make the comments go away, and I'm not sure what I couldn't do it. So for one thing that you can do to see comments is go over here. So again, we're in review, click here, show comments in context, okay? So that means that you'll be able to see the comments where I made them. So if you click on the comment, you'll be like, oh, that's where Dr. Q made that comment. All right. Another thing that you can do is go over here to where, I'm sorry, this little thing's in the way, over here where it says simple markup, and you can use this drop down to do all markup. All right, I don't know if you could see it, but when I went from simple to all, these this red shows up. The red is, those are things that I added. So that's text that I added in using track changes. All right. So as we're looking down through here, you can see where there's a strike through. That means that's stuff that I deleted. Where it's just red, that is stuff that I added. So as you're reading through, you're like, yep, I agree, or I don't agree. How do I get rid of this red stuff? So we'll deal with that part first. So let's say you're looking through and you're thinking, okay, yeah, I agree with everything Dr. Q said. You can go up here. Again, we're still in review. Up here where it says accept, there's a drop down. You can, you can click on either accept all changes or accept all changes and stop tracking. I've already turned off track changes, so I'm just going to click accept all changes. So you can see here, all of that red goes away. All right. So that's one way that you can do that. Now let's say I just did the undo button because let's say you agree with this change, but not this change down here. All right. So you can do these one by one. So you can say, accept this change and move to the next. Maybe you're like, okay, I'll accept that change, but I don't want to accept this change. So you can go to this red X up here in this little box, click the drop down and reject change. Okay, so then you see that leaves that there. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so that's how to accept and reject changes. Now, let's think about all these comments. So I make a lot of comments typically on assignments. If you want to get rid of these comments, which I encourage you to do before you resubmit, there's a couple of different things that you can do. You can, oops, sorry, it automatically moved me here. Come on. Ugh. This little toolbar up here is making me crazy because I do not want to highlight or do all the things. Okay, come on. Sorry about that. Okay. Nope, still don't want to do that. Hold on. Undo. Undo. All right, I don't know why it's, hold on just a second. Oh, exit drawn. There we go. Sorry, I'm learning my own tools here. Okay, so back to review. You can go through and look at the next comment, next comment. Each comment you can delete. So if you wanted to, you could go through each one and be like, okay, yep, thanks Dr. Q for saying everything looks good so far. And you can delete that way. If you have read through all of them and you're like, okay, I've done everything I need to do, I just want to get rid of all of the comments all at one time, you can go up here again under review, comments, and you can delete all of the comments in the document. And you can accept all of the changes and stop tracking. Now you have this nice, pretty, clean document that you're ready to resubmit. Okay, so that is how you do that. I hope that helps. If you still have questions or problems, send me an email and let me know.